Companies whose financial year drew to a close on the 31st of December 2020 and for whom their corporate tax is less than 1% of their turnover now have exactly 7 days left to comply with the minimum tax requirements for the first quarter of business calendar of 2021. Judith Cherono now explains why companies which fail to comply by April 20th are bound to have it rough in the days ahead.
April 20th will mark the deadline for companies to be compliant to the first installment payment of minimum tax, which took effect on January 1st, 2021. Minimum tax was introduced in January this year as one of the measures the government seeks to use to ramp up tax revenue. The tax does not spare companies that are in loss-making territory.
What generally you're comparing is you're looking at someone's turnover, but what we're saying is that the entities that are consistently reporting losses. So is that really the case? Are they then reporting losses at the expense of those who are actually paying taxes and leaving the burden more to those paying taxes?
The payment of minimum tax is the same with the application or the payment of installment taxes, where the law is clear. Installment taxes should be paid 4 months after the end of any financial period. The second installment is paid on the 6th month, and that is what I think brings the confusion.
Some companies have, however, been afforded a breather as far as minimum tax is concerned and will not be required to pay the same. The first of these companies are the oil market retail firms.
The whole idea behind that exemption was to look at entities whose prices are controlled by government. What that then means is that you really have very little room to wiggle as far as your top line is concerned, your turnover.
Those whose income is also subjected to capital gain tax will not be paying minimum tax. Again, there is insurance companies, and please note it is not the insurance brokers but the main insurance companies.
Those who fail to comply with the provisions of the law regarding minimum tax will face stiff penalties.
Section 83 of Tax Procedures Act is very clear. Anyone who fails to pay any form of tax, there's a penalty of 5% on the tax payable and interest of 1% per month until as and when they are going to pay the minimum tax applicable.
Judith Cherono, NTV.